Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here, bringing you a couple of Heroes 2 replay in the middle of watching Jessica Jones. Maybe. Okay, maybe I paused it. Anyway, there's no guarantee that I may stop in the middle of this and start watching Jessica Jones, because goddamn, that's a good show. In any case, it's a 4v4 on Vilslam, brought to me by, Geronda? I really hope I'm getting that correct, on the British side. Yes. Any case, it's a essentially we can see here there is one British, two American players, and one Soviet player versus two Wehrmacht and two OKW. Let's check ranks before we begin. Anyway, this map is actually quite large, so let's see. All right, Geronda and all of them are higher ranked. They do have a really high ranked player. It looks like they have a private clan. So that could be a thing, but as far as I can see, the allies definitely have an advantage. Although I swear, I've played with Tetsuya Soya before. I've seen him before, so that's another player. In any case, oh, by the way, I tried out the new update, and it's funny because I play with other people. Yeah. Hey, Relic. If you have an update and you have a test balance update, here's an idea. How about you implement all the features? For example, you make the package cheaper. All right, just simple stuff like that, because it kind of helps with balance. Because Volks are more expensive and everything. It's like it kind of helps. Having everything featured. But Jesus Christ, yeah, I don't like the OKW start. It is not as good, in my opinion. The Kubel kind of sucks now, and yeah. I don't know. It's like you can eventually get the Kubel to suppress. Maybe that's a thing, but if you get 5 stars. But here's the thing: who has ever gone a 5-star Kubel? Because after so long, it's just it can be taken up by one AT shot, so it really just doesn't help. But yeah, anyway, hopefully they've still plenty of time to change it. I hope they do, because I feel like a lot of feedback they're getting is not necessarily the quote-unquote best thing, in my opinion. Anyway, look here, of course, we have, let's see, are they both Panzers? Okay, so we have both Panzers on one side, and then we have the other two random guys on the other. Looks like they are coordinating, tag teaming. I do like that, again, close range inside the building, take them out. Geronda's building a fighting position. Again, he wants to try to hold this position as much as possible. Good position. Goes out here, blocks anything coming in this way. They could always circle around to do like a flame grenade, which, once again, the Volk squads both have flame and normal grenade. I don't understand why, but, whatever. Whatever. More options, the better, in my opinion. We have a mortar. Huh. Alright. Guess they're trying to counter the... Actually, that's weird. Usually if you get a mortar, you're versing either British or Soviet. Okay, there we go. There's a British player. Because usually, again, they have the MGs or encampments. The American players are so sporadic with moving their units that it's hard to necessarily hit them with a mortar shot, especially in this building, because of all the, this cover. It can just take a few rounds. Actually, you would think that this MG would win, but if this gets armor-piercing rounds, then it's going to win. But since this guy has a rear echelon squad in it and is constantly firing grenades, this actually will probably have... this has the advantage, because again, it can keep doing that long-range combat and substantial damage to the MG, which the MG cannot do. Now, if we look here, the Axis have actually secured the town. I like the MG in the building. Very smart. Nice medical position. I like that area. Again, you could always retreat, kind of obscured by lots of cover, so it's very hard for AT to hit. So I would say that is a good position. And also, as you can see, there's no real area where the infantry can get stuck, so you don't have to worry about, again, being next to a bunch of trees, and you have a bunch of infantry that can't move between the cover and the headquarters, which really sucks. Fun fact: if you need to get out of that, just make something you can jump around, make some with Volk squads, just make a thing that you can jump over, whether by an outside unit or something like that, and you can get your unit out of, let's say, an obstacle, because they'll automatically jump over that thing and get you out of that glitched area. So that's a thing. Anyway, let's see. We have allies pushing around over here, taking some territory. We have an MG. Good building. I think this one would be better because it has the 2 windows here. It can look down this way, guard this way, and guard over here. Anyway, that's my opinion. Because again, the cover is with the building, so you don't really have to worry about not being able to see guys run up. You can easily see them. And put mine here. And yeah, you're pretty much set. Although again, I could see why it's like you want to make sure the most cover possible. But as long as the MG's here, you could easily see that. And mines are great for early detection systems. Looks like we have all the commanders, so let's go over that in the meantime. Oh, Verkenwerfer move up to try to knock out that emplacement. Okay. We do have a flank going around, but I don't think it's going to really work because again, they have a bunch of MGs and infantry. They're not going to really make substantial ground. But let's see, Gironda went infantry company. You get the priest, which is one of the best artillery units in the game. Powerful as a howitzer, but highly mobile. It's great. God, I still remember Ari on Sittard Summer having 8 of those things and killing 2 King Tigers and a Yag with just constant artillery shots. It was great. Let's see. Oh, and they also have LMGs, which are great against basic infantry. Looks like the Axis are pushing through. They're going to need more than 1 NG to hold that back. And they're barely holding this position. Oh, no, that's a new one. Yeah. But the Verkenwerfer is great for just sniping it, so yeah, really can't do much. Again, I honestly think that an easy thing that they could do, and I know people will be like, oh my god, Greyshot, that would suck. But just like, make one OKW unit the ability to suppress, because the biggest issue they have is initial heavy infantry, which is infantry section and riflemen. If you still allow the Kubel, again, this could be like the rear echelon where they have the 20-second suppress. Do that with the Kubel where it just fires sporadically and suppresses for like a few seconds. It doesn't have to be a native ability. Get it 1 vet then. But it could be something like that. It's a very simple fix. Anyway, Volk Squad's pushing up. They're going to lose that fuel, which is very vital. I do like the OKW. Oh, I do like how the OKW has more resources. I hate that you literally have to call in a supply truck. That is something where it's like, okay, that's a little stupid. But, you know, I guess that's better than waiting 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever, for another truck to come in. Anyway. So, yeah, that's good. Also, Rifling can build those structures, which is great. Tetsyat, Soviet Shock Army. Oh, I forgot to say everyone's name. So we have Gironda, Test, Carb, and MTF. And then we have, I'll say SS1, SS2, Soccer, and Kekum. Anyway, he went Soviet Shock Army. This is great, like the howitzer. Still a really good long-range artillery piece, along with the heavy mortar, which is great. Wait, is it 340? It's only 340? Did they change that? Jesus Christ, it's a steal. That heavy mortar can do like an incredible amount of damage against infantry. Quickly placing the bunker, trying to hold back the enemy. Very smart. Actually, this kind of game right now is very, very funny, because what I'm seeing right now is similar to a game I just did on Hill 331, where again, you couldn't really take each of the sides, but we went right up the middle and then kind of try to flank them to kind of cut them off, getting those resources. But yeah, all those stars getting, as you can see, definitely helping the American players out. Even though they have both fuel right now, you can still see the OKW and the Wehrmacht still kind of low with their fuel resources. They're getting higher, but still. Oh, nice howitzer. Good, nice counter against Blob's infantry. MG here, bunker there. They're gonna have to deal with that first. And with that getting armor-piercing rounds, they're gonna need more than a scout car or something. You're gonna need some either heavier artillery or like a howitzer to direct fire, maybe the heavy mortar. Or what they're gonna need to do is get like a a Sherman, because again, people forget this thing can tear apart things up to a Stuart. So you really have to be very careful. Anyway, so if we continue on. Oh, and shock troops over there were great. We have heavy cavalry, which again, you get the Pershing, the Rangers, and the, you get the off-map smoke. It's okay. Again, you can at least use it to get around these bunkers. And then, of course, we have Vanguard Operations, which gives you the Crocodile, which is fantastic at killing infantry and fighting medium armor. Forward Logistics Glider is great for a forward outpost. That way, of course, you can retreat units to it and get commandos. And the strafing support is great against just holding down a sector against enemy attacks. SS1 got Elite Armor Doctrine, love it for the Storm Tiger. SS2, and of course detecting any armor on the field. And if you're an OKW player, you can also detect that armor, which is great, because then it gives you the ability to be like, hey, there's a bunch of Shermans over here. Well, if we attack over here and a bunch of Shermans come by, we can possibly flank them with Verkehrenwerfers. Stuff like that. Nice counterattack again, heavier infantry beating out Volks. Volks are great ranked up, but until you do that, they're pretty bad early game. OKW specialize in late game tactics. Just, typically riflemen specialize in early game. Maybe a little bit mid game, but the Sherman and the Jackson, while great, just can't really sustain a long-term engagement like a Panther and a King Tiger can. But anyway, Lightning War, great. The Stuka Close Air Support's fantastic at just tearing apart light to medium armor, which includes pretty much everything that everything the Soviets and the Americans have, except for, of course, the heavier tanks. Even the British Cromwell and Centaur can be annihilated. Nice hit. Nice hit. Wiping that squad. Also, G43s are great. Where's that? Yeah, there they go. G43s are great, pushing interrogate with them. Now we have Elite Troops Doctrine, which will be nerfed following the next patch. And of course, pretty much you won't have this. And we have Tiger Ace, which is really good tank. Again, late game, where you want to have a lot of resources, then deploy the thing. Breakthrough Doctrine, Yag Tiger is fantastic for long-range engagements. Assault Artillery is great for hitting a specific position. For example, right here would be great, because again, his medical HQ is right here. You can hit this area. That was in case you're versing an OKW player. If you're versing an American player, then like right here, because again, you could hit all this and cause a great disturbance. They still have a bunch of MGs, stuff like that, kind of holding back, so they're kind of waiting. They're at least taking this point, and maybe ask your ally to maybe... No, you can't do it. Alright. I was going to say, drop some smoke. Do you have... Yeah, you have a smoke grenade. Get in there, fire smoke, capture that point. With the OKW getting a ton of fuel, along with the Wehrmacht, you really have to watch out, because again, they'll start getting Panzer IVs and stuff very, very quickly, and that's something no one wants to face. A nice infantry section charge, nice Piats and LMGs trying to come around, but just not enough. Looks like there was a minefield or something over here. Let's see, Rangers moving up. Again, Rangers are great close range, especially with Thompsons. Hoping to push back the infantry, and again, that car as well. Those people in the car like, back up, just backing up. Oh boy, Ant-Man. Great film. Anyway, back over here, we have lots of ATs, and really surprised he doesn't get the anti-air package, because that would decimate all this infantry. Okay, also, we get the Lukes, and I really thought the Lukes would be, I don't know, slightly... wouldn't it be as good against like armor and stuff like that? But no, it's pretty good. Really, you get a mortar carriage. Did that just... Oh, the double... Okay, double shot. Okay. Nice defensive line. OKW overcompensated, thought they could crush what the, I guess, the American defenses, you know, because they have majority of the map. But there are so many of them that now not only do they have to fall back, but pretty much their entire front line is going to be pushed back dramatically. If they would have had that defending this position, they probably could have held. But because of the fact that they instantly attacked, they just didn't have the forces, and now the rubber band effect is going where they don't have the forces. So again, the Allies are slowly but surely pushing in with great speed. Because again, there's no great defenses they have. So not only are they going to get this position, but they're probably going to be able to push back and take here. Which is, again, if you're attacking the area, make sure that you have something to defend. I know a lot of people don't like that idea, but it's something that, again, if the rubber band thing starts like coming back, you have to make sure that whatever the Allies have, you can hold. Anyway, Achilles over here is completely decimating the enemy forces. The Centaur is great at just destroying infantry. We can see here also the guy's using his elite armor to rank up a lot of his men, which is very, very smart. Again, get a Panzer Grenadier squad with vetted up with Panzer Shreks, and you're going to be in for a rough time. That being said, we do have a Stuka coming in. I can only assume that they're going to hit the artillery right here. was a very good Stuka strike. Centaur, unfortunately, being hit by by the pack. This thing's gonna have to run. Will he escape? Yes, he will, because I think it was attacking target. Infantry section moving up, coming around the flank, doing a good job. Again, they don't have a lot of anti-infantry around here, and they fired the Stuka, so he doesn't have to worry about, you know, not blobbing. So you can see the infantry section move in, push the infantry back, and now allow them to capture this point and hold the territory for the meantime. And we can see here again, they are kind of putting down this headquarters. If he knew about it, he could probably push up and try and neutralize it before that happens, but I don't think he sees that. And it will be too late before he really notices it, because as soon as that thing comes online, it's going to start firing, and as you can see here, he's in the zone, and that thing will destroy infantry, so you really have to fall back. We do have a flank coming in over here, so the infantry section will probably have to retreat. He does have a forward HQ that is being made, so he's probably he was trying to hold on until then, but unfortunately that's just simply not the case. OKW coming in for another attack, but once again, the American Gironda is just holding, and just, again, pretty much destroying the OKW's offensive. Again, they're not necessarily doing a fantastic job of pushing them back. For Kenworth coming into the flank, very nice. Again, they want to try to kill this mortar carriage. I've done this a few times where, again, you slowly but surely just hide the Verkenwerfer, just waiting for the right time to strike. It's like, shh, be very, very quiet. And then once you see it, you attack and you retreat. Very, very smart, very good tactic. Anyway, the Soviet players retaking this area. Conscripts with PPSHs making it better at close range. Katusha tried to root out the Allied positions over here. Not sure what it's hitting. Oh, it's hitting the church. Very smart. Get rid of the mortars, get rid of the MG. Looks like we're trying to go with a Volk squadron here, again trying to push up. He's saving up, if I'm going to assume, he's saving up because, again, he wants all these headquarters up, and that way he's going to try to rush. Disable munitions transfer. Wait a second. So we got all the headquarters up, but he's not rushing fuel. Huh. He did get all the headquarters up. Yeah, he did. And he's getting another Luke's. Very interesting. Maybe he's... Oh, if I had to assume... Nice assault over here. Time on target. If I had to assume he's trying to do that to get his Volk squads up with Panzerschrecks, and then get a Luke's to counter infantry. That way he has something against anti-armor and something against anti-infantry. Does that work all the time? No, because the tank is still, in my opinion, even unless you have like a Sherman or this, which can be easily killed by a bunch of Panzerschrecks, it can be very, very difficult to counter. That being said, in this situation, they have so many forces with AT. I think it'd easily take out something as big as a Pershing or an IS-2, or at least substantially damage it. American infantry pushing up, again with bars and no bazookas, just bars. Nice grenade, he's gonna lose it. Oh no, shock grenade. Forgot about it, alright. Oh, he still lost it. There we go, there's the bundle grenade. I was like, oh, Panzer Grenadier. No, that's not Panzer Grenadier, that's a normal Grenadier. Anyway. Well, it looks like we have the guy over here preparing to counter. If I had to assume he's going to flank over here and try to knock out that HQ, maybe hit the Stuka, that would be a very smart tactic. And again, make sure you clear it, make sure there's no mines. OKW and Wehrmacht love placing mines, and especially the Wehrmacht mines, which are more expensive, but for just a heads up, they are more powerful, meaning they can insta-kill a Luke's. At least... you know, the ones I've set down, or a Stewart is probably a better idea. Literally, I've played matches where it's literally Wehrmacht versus OKW, which is my reference, so I apologize. Because it's like, oh, what? It's just Allies versus Axis. Katusha strike, wrong location, honestly. I know it's close up, and I know they want to make sure the Luke doesn't kill it, but again, they have the Jackson. Thank you for getting a Jackson on M10. A Jackson here to guard its flank. If they were smart, they would try to see this area, maybe use a major, which I know you have, use a recon pass, spot this HQ, because you have to figure by now they probably have the bases up, and then just fire upon it with Katusha as close as you can and neutralize that base with the infantry there. Looks like they are slowly but surely pushing up, which is very smart. I also like it. Again, he has one with AA to hold against infantry and one to heal infantry. Again, they made it so that way this thing can no longer heal infantry when it's on the front lines. um, with an AA package, but if it's on the front lines and has no AA package, then of course it can still heal. Folk squad's coming in for a flank, most likely trying to knock out that Jackson, but of course this thing is causing suppression along with a more infantry, and while these things have panzer trucks and can easily kill this thing if they got the shot, they're too far away to really do anything about it. Priest moving up, I should really want to watch out like all this. Yeah. We have a nice little blot over here, infantry. They're all kind of moving together, which is why I say this. Riflemen, while good with bars, can't really fight this. 4-star Volks, very nice job. Very nice. Again, Sturm Pioneers are something I always want to rank up, but unfortunately can never do it. Unless it's in a close quarters map. Then I have a better chance of getting that thing ranked up. Okay, nice recon pass, at least you're trying. Right now it's a pretty much even fight. Allies may be down. However, again, they still have mid. They have the middle position here, which is guarding it, along with the minefield, which, again, I assume the OKW is having a hard time breaking through. Because, again, they're not focusing on it. Random MG guarding a flank. Sure, why not? And the Stuka almost wiping out that building. If he was smart, okay, never mind. At least that was a nice mortar hit. Almost wiped out that squad. Oh, sorry, it was a howitzer hit. My apologies. Okay, we have infantry moving through. Nice shock grenade. I would grab your infantry and run at this point. It's a lot of dead British. Oh, now you move up your tent. Man, just a bunch of random stuff. Why are you targeting this building? There's infantry right here. They're about to take this. What's hitting here? Oh, nice little Sherman. I hate to break it to you, the Sherman's gonna have a tough time fighting that thing, but, you know, my opinion. Panther coming around, that's why you don't let the Allies get armor, or the Axis get armor. Well, the Centaur's great, Panther's better, and we'll just keep on trucking. Like, wasn't there a Cromwell around here? Oh, wait, there is. And this guy thinks that Cromwell can fight a Panther. But too bad, Sonny. Panther is... this is equivalent to a Panzer IV, and a Panther can easily crush a Panzer IV. So, yeah, you better run. Now, once again, the Cromwell is pretty good. But, again, it just can't fight that. Now, that being said, with strafing support, which was this British doctrine, this Panther's going to have to run because of overwhelming firepower, slowly pushing the Panther back. The rockets and the bullets, well, the bullets will probably have a tiny effect. The rockets can do massive damage over this area. And, yeah, I would not allow any infantry to be in this sector because, again, the infantry is going to be hit. And while the rockets may not do all that much against this, the guns will probably, yeah, there we go, almost annihilate it. So at least that held back the armor from killing the Cromwell. I'll give them a little bit of time to heal it and push up. Back on this side, we can see the Allies are making a slow and steady progression, taking over this territory. Katyusha fire would really be great if they hit here. No, but it's taking Panzer Grenadiers. And it looks like this guy's trying to specialize in two types of Panzer Grenadiers. Again, you went the G43s to get good against infantry, and then of course the Panzer Strike Forces to deal against Jacksons and whatnot. But it looks like here the mortar, specifically the heavy mortar, and the howitzer are doing a massive amount of damage against it. Wow, that was a double hit, same time. Very powerful. Okay, you could have probably made sure it didn't take any damage from that, but whatever. Okay, you have a random Sherman moving through here. I know you want to fight, but yeah, this is definitely not the time. Oh, maybe it is the time. Crocodile moving up, taking out the Panther. Super close range. Nice job taking that thing out. Crocodile still doing quite a bit of damage, although we can see here, again, he's probably going to lose it just from the amount of AT fire. At least he knocked out the Panther, but that being said, a Churchill Crocodile is more expensive, so yeah. Also, if the heavily armored Churchill died, your little Sherman's not going to do anything, bub. And you're going to lose that. He's gonna literally just shoot you point blank. Oh, you are very low. Oh, the pack. if the pack gets you. Yep. There you go. Recon pass going over. We have a Sturm Tiger on the field. I like this guy. I really do. Will he use it effectively is the big question. Jesus, if the plane, for a plane to crash anywhere, it crashes nearly on this base, possibly killing this mortar. Now we do have artillery coming over here. I'm guessing that's from Priest. Yeah, he does have 2 priests opening fire. Again, they're trying to do the smart thing of just keep hammering them with artillery and have the infantry slowly push up. And that's been pretty effective. They've been able to pretty much rout out the initial defenses here, and now they really don't have anything all the way back over here. So yeah, they're clearing a straight path. Right now, the only thing they really have to deal with is just the native German infantry. That being said, we can see here he's using the elite signal relay to pop up all enemy armor on the map, which is kind of bad, because again, now the other OKW player, aka this guy over here, knows, hey, there's only one, piece of armor, maybe 2, Which, oh yeah, I can see the ambulance, so yeah, 2. Oh my god. Get wrecked. That's why you don't blow, ladies and gentlemen. And with a Tiger Ace, they're going to have to be running for quite some time, because guess what? They have nothing to really stop that Tiger Ace from just wrecking house. And they just did the armor thing, so if he could tell his allies, yeah, they'll know. We can see here again, vetted experience really still. Ooh, Tiger Ace just one-shotting those howitzers. Very nice. 14 kills already. Tiger Ace does not mess around. They do have bazooka teams and an AT gun, but again, Tiger Ace has enough vets and stuff like that to really just keep hammering the enemy. So what's going on right now? On the right, it's kind of just like literally, it's 2 teams that have literally been beating the living crap out of each other. And right now, they really don't have much. I do like Soccer, how he did save up a ton of fuel, so at least he's in a good position to call in a Panther if the Tiger Ace dies, so that way he at least gets something. Oh, the Sturm Tiger's out to fire. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I was going to say goodbye to that conscript squad. And yeah, I think that was an okay hit that could have been probably used for a better target. Why is this guy bringing his priest up so close to the front line? I don't know. Maybe, again, he told his units to move up, and that just happened to move up. That's happened to me before. But overall, for this fight, right now the Allies have the advantage because they have more men. But again, just a few Panzerschreck shots could easily change that, or a good, artillery hit over here. We do have the other SS guy bring up a Tiger, so that could definitely, again, they have a Jackson, and this guy has a bunch of Katyushas. That's artillery. Hate to break it to you, one Jackson is not going to save you from a goddamn Tiger tank rolling over your men. You have a lot of AT, which is good, but again, if they play smart, they could easily wipe out a lot of your armor. Oh my god. And now we have an idiot. Okay, here's a tip. If you're gonna make this thing reload, which, by the way, when you reload this thing, just a small heads up. Make sure you're away from the front lines, because one AT gunshot, one anything while the crew is healing, and guess what? You lose it. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, it's dead. Didn't even have time to fire. That was a big mistake on his part. Should have pulled it back more. Enough AT guns though, the Jackson, and the Jackson. Gonna push this Tiger back, and again, poor management on defense. AT gun, just out of range. Gonna make a slow retreat. Again, over here would have been so much smarter, because again, you need to heal it. Oh my god, so stupid. Strafing support coming in, kind of helping out. Tiger Ace on the retreat. They're still holding this area right now. I have to give advantage to allies, and I would say that this game would probably be over in the next 5 minutes, since the allies can easily just keep pushing them back. However, I just saw a tank blow up over here, and that was a Cromwell, and with another tank about to blow up over here, I have to rescind that statement, because again, they have nothing to take out the Tiger Ace on this side. hate to break it to you, while Pershing is good, and definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong, Pershing is very good, it is not enough to fight a Tiger Ace by itself. Tiger Ace will wreck. Tiger Ace will wreck. And I love how people, like, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. While it is a quote-unquote heavy tank, in my opinion, that puts it on the same level as a Panther. Like, yeah, to me, a Pershing is like a Comet, essentially. That's what, that in my prospect, that's what I see it as. I have no idea who would win, Comet versus Pershing, but I would assume Pershing would edge out it, but I don't know. Allies slowly but surely pushing up, taking more territory. Gets another Sturm Tiger. Will he play it better? And by the way, now they see he just got shot by the Sturm Big Strike. So now they're going to retreat. Again, what you really need to do with this thing is you need to, during an assault, fire it. Don't send it by itself. That's what a lot of people do, and you're not going to get a lot of kills with it. You're just not. Okay, that was a good shot. I'll give it that. But honestly, what you need to do with this thing is launch a bunch of infantry and have the enemy focus on that infantry. That's the objective. Focus on the infantry, and then just out of nowhere, when the enemy is like pushing up, fire the Sturm Tiger shot. Wipe out their front line. Anyway, Tiger Ace moving in over here. There's a very, very small defensive force over here, and I don't think there'll be enough for a Tiger. Really? Tiger Ace is gonna run? Why? They have no AT. Oh, I see it. The peons and that. Alright. Oh, that was good. Okay, and they have a Jackson. Okay. Wait, did you have anything else fight? No, you had nothing. Okay, I thought you had infantry or something over here. Yeah, then you got retreat. I swear to God, he's gonna have the Jackson. No, he's not. Alright, good, good, good. Again, the last thing you want is the Jackson to just run around and chase things. It just doesn't have the firepower to. Headquarters move. Oh, God. Yeah, they're about to take that thing out. The Allies have slowly but surely pushed the Germans back on this field. Remember, the Germans were holding the Allies back over here. Remember that? Now they've taken us. Now they essentially battle over the city. And to be fair, the Germans are losing big time. They have a decent blob, but again, if I pull up, this guy's Katyushas, literally he'll just hit over the entire area and kill everything. Also, he now sees this, which is bad. Oh, wait. Oh, you're so stupid. You are so stupid. Second Panzer. Sorry. Why are you hiding in there? You know where you needed to call that in on? You know where you needed to call it in on? Also, you're gonna lose your infantry. God damn it. So stupid. You know where you call that in on? Over here. Because that way it wipes out all the Katyushas and everything. But no, of course not. That's a smart thing to do. At bare minimum, at least to take out the Jackson. But yeah, that stupid close air support will literally knock out all this armor. It is great. It is fantastic. But again, it has a range, and unfortunately this is the range. So we can only hit this. Back on the other front, the Yag Tiger is showing them who's boss. Really, they don't have that. I mean, they have a lot of infantry. They don't have armor. So right now, they really just need, if they can knock out this position over here, which I think they might have some. Okay, they need to knock out this position. If they can kill this with a Stuka of some type, which apparently was lost earlier, they can kill this with some type of strike. They can essentially knock out the pretty much the forward position and force the enemy off the hill. Because that'll take a lot longer for the enemy to move up, which will allow them to fortify that hill and just hold it. Now, of course, we can see here again. They've been able to take this position. Wow, you have 1,400 manpower and you're still, Jesus Christ. Just get some meds, for Pete's sakes. Another recon pass, I assume. Yeah, AA gun just tearing apart the infantry. It doesn't have enough to give them, you know, Panzer Greyshot, so they're essentially worthless in my opinion. Panzer Grenadiers are nice, but they're still expensive infantry. So, you don't want to lose them. Now, this guy getting a Panther, I feel like is a negative. I don't think is the right option. You're versing him on infantry, and while the Tiger, again, the Tiger is good against all targets, you really need something specifically attacking that infantry. I think a Panzerwerfer would have been your best bet. Just taking out that huge blob, because again, he is blobbing. That is a very statement fact. He's moving his infantry in one consistent movement. And while the Yag is good against infantry, which you have, a Panther is also, Yag is great against armor, the Panther is also just good against armor. So. And right now, your allies cannot hold this hill any longer. Like, they simply cannot hold this hill, so you need to do something quick. Tiger is coming in for the flank. That could be a very smart move again. As long as they know that there's no armor here, he could easily move up, call in something over here. God damn, I would ask his ally, like, hey dude, can you shave up a Stuka close air support? Yo, to really be very effective over here. Oh my god, Tiger, don't do loop-de-loops, just attack over here. Alright. Very nice, at least you knocked out the ambulance. And dude, they're so bunched up together, just run. Blitz it, blitz it, blitz it, blitz it. Why are you not blitzing? You're not blitzing, you're failing me, and you lost. My, you could have run over all the infantry. Fun fact, if they're against the wall, just run them into the wall. Oh, Tiger Ace. Oh, Tiger Ace. Time on target. Pushing back and killing that HQ headquarters. Oh, sorry, yeah, it was a mechanized headquarters. Storm Tiger reloading. Again, terrible spot to reload. The enemy's this close. You're putting your infantry, I mean, they retreated, but you're putting your guys at risk. Also, this is a terrible idea, having so few infantry and moving up an AT gun for mistakes. You're very lucky that they... Oh god, that this thing isn't dying sooner. This Tiger Ace has 38 kills. It could have been up to 50 by now if it would have ran. And now they have a Jackson, so they have to deal with that. Infantry's moving up. Again, they try to Katusha. Nice try. Oh, why attack this? Attack this! Oh, I love all the Katushas firing. It's like, okay, they were over here. Come on, just fire and run. Oh, no. Okay, there's no point. Just run, just run, just run, just run, just run. Don't keep fighting, you're losing. Oh my god, so stupid. Like, you retreat your injured units. Don't keep them in the front. Again, that strafing sport's going online. Again, it can be very bad for the infantry stuff over here. Nice job showing the howitzer. Come around to the flank, kill the Sherman. Come on, it's just one shot. Oh my god, this Tiger Ace. 40 kills, but it could have gone so much more. Oh my god. Jackson. Wow, nice hit by the Jackson. Oh, nice shot by Tiger. Oh, that actually allowed the Yag Tiger to hit it. The Yag Tiger's right here, dude. Your Jackson's gonna die if he sees me. Yep. Here's the thing. If it's between a gunfight between a Yag and a Jackson, Yag wins. Hate to break it to you. Also, the headquarters is still there, dude. That was an explosive round shot. Very nice. Very nice. Did a ton of damage. And now, if that... Why? What are you doing? You retreated your infantry. Why did you retreat your infantry? Why did you retreat your infantry? Stop doing that and push. You can... I guarantee you can kill this thing. Guarantee you can clear all of this. One last assault. One last hit and you can take that hill. It's so stupid because these guys were in like that German position. They were essentially like that, where they got pushed back by a heavy assault and were kind of holding. And then of course the Allies slowly lost everything. But comparatively, these guys, again, Drawn and friends, have been able to really push back and hammer this guy with a very few select units. Once again, reloading it. Alright. Comparatively, these guys can't do that. Oh, which is so stupid. Now, once again, if this guy has close air support, all we need to do is drop it where all the artillery is, right here. And there goes by 1, 2, 3 pieces of artillery instantly, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, or better yet, use this, detect the armor, and be like, hey, there's 2 random stuff over here. I think that's the artillery. Go and kill it. Jesus. Does Panther know? Oh, it's just killing this. Finally, an assault over here. How is Geron doing? I haven't okay, they have a ton of fuel manpower. He's at PopCap. He's doing great. All the stuff is vetted up. Yeah, he's doing fantastic. Along with the Soviet player. Again, both are at PopCap. They're just slowly but surely hammering the enemy. Looks like they have a large armored assault coming through open territory. Can't be bad. Why do you fire usually? You know, swear to God. Oh, so stupid. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, don't chase. You lost it. Oh boy. Why do you have your guys down there? Move up. Yeah. Katusha fire coming in. Panther will kill this. Again, he doesn't care because again, he has a ton of fuel and manpower. He's just trying to hold them back. Oh. So that's a thing. That explains why the American player's been sucking. He's an AI. Oh. Yeah, you guys suck even more if you can't fight an AI. But looks like again again, nice attempt. Again, they were trying to come in for a swing, but again, they're so heavily defended. It's not gonna work. Stern Tiger, what are you doing? You're hitting a howitzer. Okay, touche. Oh, nice AT grenades. Heat seeking? No? Alright. Right now they've lost this area. If anything, they have to really work, because again, now the Allies have that position. They can easily get the artillery and start hammering that base. Oh boy, that's sad. They can't even take this position with an AI running about. And these two guys aren't even good. Stern victory coming in again, called in by the ally. You have 1,600 manpower, you're not using it. Oh my God. Just get some men. But no, it's really sad because they were literally in a position where they could easily have taken the hill, and they're just not doing it. And it's frustrating. Also, it's frustrating because, again, they keep getting Panthers. You don't... Listen to me. You don't need a Panther. You do not need a Panther. You need something good against infantry. And a Panther is something good against armor. Jesus Christ. Now they're going Fort Knox on here and just trying to guard this point. We have some type of airstrike coming in, I assume. Oh, time on target. And this is why you don't put 2 bunkers right next to each other, ladies and gentlemen. Complete waste. One here, worst case. But seriously, no. Sherman running around, again, that's an AI, so can't exactly say, you know, anything. Jesus Christ, you see the artillery here. Your Panthers right here. Now you finally do something. Look at all the Katyushas. Screw the priest, kill the Katyushas. Oh my God. No, dude, wait. Oh my God, he used it already. One more hit. Complete and utter luck he found that artillery. Oh my God. Sherman down, Panther down. I can't say anything. They could have done that a while ago and they haven't. Also, this is a different Tiger. Did he get a new Tiger? I think he did. I think he's just getting Tigers. Yeah. Oh boy, Storm Tiger, once again on the retreat. 21 kills, not bad, but you need a front line. Oh, now he's just spamming Obosoldaten. That's smart. Not. Obosoldaten are great when you, like, I mean, they can be good, but the problem is the fact, like, let's see. Nice shot, but again, that was an AI, so they didn't know any better. Oh, Tiger running in through here. This guy's like, dude, you suck. Let me do this. And what do you know? They're trying to kill this base. Dude, what are you retreating for? Okay, good, you killed it. Great. Now you don't. Now they'll have to run all the way back down. You can finally take the hill. Oh wait, no, you can't, because you know the amount of time you've not taken the hill, they've just managed to just completely, you know, overrun and get more armor. There goes their Tiger. There goes Churchill. Kind of burning his own men, but you know, what am I going to complain about? Tiger Ace on standby. Yag doing nothing. Yag is down here. I understand why you're down here, Yag. You want a great sniping positions, but most of the armor's up here. You can detect that, you know that? You have 187. You can easily detect all that. Hey, we're gonna see a Tiger Ace just die right about now. Why do you have your Katusha running up here? Are you trying to spot the Tiger Ace? Is that what you're doing? Did you literally send it? Okay, I didn't think so. Oh boy. Oh look. Called in at the wrong time. Don't get me wrong, this is going to destroy this armor right here, but... Oh wow, they're so lucky this thing blocked most of the shots. Infantry moving up. Oh boy. This is... And the Yag is finally back up. Wow, okay, good for you. Crocodile just going to burn away the infantry as it does. Yag Tiger knocking it out. Really awesome. Planes just like, we're out. Peace. Oh boy. Oh, it's out of the area of where she fires, so no point. Yag will kill it. Yag is AT. This is an infantry with flight, you know, with just a main gun. It's gonna be taken out. Oh, never mind. We have a Firefly over here. That could definitely turn the tide. Firefly is very good, long range. Although it is in the zone, so you know if that plane comes back for an airstrike, which it could. Why'd you put rockets there? Anyway, nice shot with the Yag. Yag's still just out-sniping it. Another Firefly moving up. Looks like the airstrike is no longer active. Panther could really be used. Wow, Yag just tearing apart that armor. Again, I feel bad, but then I don't, because they show some tactic. Look, they just killed, what, 4 vehicles over here? Congratulations. But they can't do anything. Oh, what? Oh my god, I do apologize about that. They finally did this guy finally did something smart with his Yag Tiger. Knocking out double priest. That's why you don't clump up your priest. That's why you don't put your priest near the front line as well. So, but here's the thing. This guy's like, well, I just lost both priests. Let me just call in a bunch since I have enough manpower and fuel since I was at PopCap for so long. The Germans are essentially doing these very heavy strikes with armor. And don't get me wrong, they did some awesome tactics over here. But overall, Tet's and Duran's offensive has just been great. And then everything over here is just this is what a good player would do. And then you have these knuckleheads over here doing God knows what. I don't even know. They just can't. Like every time they like put their toe into the pool, it's like, okay, the water's fine, and then of course it's like this is not good enough, and then they walk away, and then they're like, let me try 5 minutes later, and they just keep doing that over and over and over again. Where these guys over here have just been consistent, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do a cannonball, and just, you know, be consistent with this. And to be fair, that's been helping them, because as you can see now, they not only have enough fuel manpower, but they can easily just outdo anything. Oh my god, if that Katusha would have killed it, that would have been amazing. Do we have a Stuka? No, we have a bunch of Panzer IVs. Oh, we don't have a Stuka. Okay. Thought I heard that in the background. Infantry pushing up. Random guy running around. But I do think that one issue that could come is Test and Geronda kind of are scattered about. Nice Storm Tiger shot, hurting a bunch of infantry. Finally, this guy's getting it. By the way, I probably mentioned this before, but I thought for the longest time that was a smoke grenade. I didn't know it was a normal grenade. Anyway, large offensive over here, but you can see the allies are coming over to support. Wow, this guy, more Fireflies. He has enough fuel for it, but still. Yag Tiger. Oh, nice hit on the Yag. Pershing running around. Looks like the AI finally did something pretty smart. Yeah, and just there's too many forces over here. They know that these guys were at a point where they could have broken, but they've sent all their stuff and artillery and everything over here, which is gonna push back these two players. And Red and don't get me wrong, the SS guys are now using that ability to recap this area. But to be fair, they just don't have enough manpower or fuel or resources to really hold it, which is probably the big thing. And that Tiger Ace is definitely not helping him. The manpower shortage and stuff like that. At least the soccer player has been very using his men and resources pretty well, especially with a Tiger Ace draining a lot of men. But yeah. In any case, it looks like this guy is just like, let's screw the Tiger. Let me get a bunch of Panzer IVs, which is a terrible choice, but whatever. They managed to retake this hill, and there's a small little defense here, but yeah. Looks like the refocus on the right has kind of, well, yeah, this is a great example. Panther versus Pershing. You can kind of see here again, the Pershing is, I mean, it's an AI, and it's kind of showing its side armor, but it can go toe-to-toe. Panzer IV is moving up again. If these guys are coordinated, they would use this, find the Katyushas, find the priests where they are, and then just call in this strike and neutralize everything. And that would move up their armor for flank, something like that, but no. This guy's pretty, oh, where is it? Yeah, he's just using double priest fire to hit them while they're all congested over here. Very smart, because again, you can see here the priest fire can do a ton of damage to Panzer IVs. Nice shot with the Jackson and the AT gun, knocking that out. And dudes, hate to break it to you. Yeah, Panzer IVs can't fight Jacksons. Occasionally they can via rear armor, but the Jackson will have the advantage. Especially when you have, additional AT. You're literally sending this thing in to die. Very nice shot with the Panzer IV. At least it punctured armor, but yeah, the AT gun is just tearing them apart. Wow, what a waste. Storm Tiger about to literally kill his own man. Oh my god. Oh my god, why? Why? Jesus Christ, that Panzer IV would have made out okay. It probably could have killed this thing with its MG and normal guns. Because again, the Panzer IV can do that, but no. Storm Tiger's like, fuck that, I can help. And, killed his friend. Oh my god. That SS guy is like, I hate you so much. The Stormvic strength called in this area. Yeah, they captured this hill, but they have enough. Okay. Really, you're playing a headquarters here in the middle in the open field? Dude, you haven't changed anything. All they did was shift over all their forces to pretty much destroy your allies on the right. Now with the allies switching back over to the left, you have nothing able to defend that position. You just wasted 40 fuel. And 2,000 manpower, and you have no men. Oh, so stupid. Now they're gonna call in a bunch of artillery, neutralize that point. Once again, oh my god, plane went down. Why'd the plane go down? Oh, maybe because of all the AA. Why'd the plane go down? Oh, once again. Oh, okay. Trying to cap mid, but they have enough defense that they can do it. And it's funny because the Axis were winning a good chunk of that game. Oh boy, this just shows you can have better armaments, but if you have better tactics, you can easily win this game. It doesn't matter if you're strapped by an AI, as long as you're better in that respect, you can easily do it. Nice grenade. Again, he's just like, I'm gonna throw a bunch of grenades to kill this thing. Because it's so close to dying, it's not even funny. Oh, Sturm Tiger. Sturm Tiger. Oh, Sturm Tiger, you have redeemed yourself. No, actually, you haven't. You're a terrible player, and you really should get more men. Oh, boy. Why you would call in the racing support here is anyone's guess. Really, right here would be better. I like how he has the T-34, just like, yeah, I'm gonna send it by the enemy line. Because I can literally keep pumping them out because I'm near popping out. Nice shot with the T-34. Yag, showing it who's been, how many vehicles is this? 7 vehicles, not half bad. I'll give it this, he's a decent Yag player. He's been using that pretty well, but my god. It's just, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, it's like I do replays, and it's like I really hope for interesting dynamic, or just like enemies, or just like that way it goes back and forth. But in this case, oh, why would you bring up Katusha that? I mean, to be fair, I guess you were trying to guard it. But yeah, all I'm seeing is like while Jiran and Tats were pretty good players, I do think like some tactics and moving artillery were a little bit too close. Could have cost them if they were versing better players. But that being said, they are not versing. I like how this guy's like, I don't care anymore. I just want to kill this artillery. And he's blitzing to catch up. But yeah, it's like if you honestly really wanted to, if these guys were just 52 kills with that thing. Nice job with the Sturm Tiger, but Jesus Christ, that Panzer IV shot. Oh my god. Anyway. If only they coordinated better. Like, there's sparks of ingenuity with them. But every time you see a spark of ingenuity, it's like there's a failure or something bad occurs, and it just makes you go, Jesus Christ. This is what it's like. This is what Destiny feels like to me. Destiny feels like that's what the Axis are. The Axis are a compilation of amazing things with also some of the worst things you've ever experienced. Destiny when it released, anyway. I will make that statement. I played Destiny because I loved Halo, and I'm like, oh my god, Destiny looks amazing. Played it. This is my response. This is my honest response. Great graphics, great gunplay. Why am I playing this game? The story, the dialogue, everything. Just, it was bad. Even the music was just like, eh. Like, I couldn't hum to you a Destiny theme. That's why I'm really, really excited to see what, was it Marty O'Donnell? What his next project is? I think he made his own studio, if I recall correctly. Oh, Sturm Tiger shot. Barely misses. But yeah, it's just like, at least the Allies have been more consistent. They've had a few flaws, don't get me wrong, but overall it's just been major consistency. And I like how now it's like, the Soviet guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna help you, and the Ally, and since the AI is just everywhere. Oh my god, nice shot. AI can help. Yeah, Tiger just, you know, sniping, doing it what it does best. Oh, what are you doing? The Panther doing a loop-de-loop again. Slow turn radius. Very lucky that Yag was there. Oh, got taken out. There goes the headquarters. And there goes this entire area. Nice shot once again with the Yag. This Yag has been like the MVP. 4-star Yag, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is... So again, the Axis were Destiny. The guys over here were... What was a game with few flaws, but I really, really enjoyed. Let's see, recently. I'm going to say Halo 5. Because I love Halo 5, but I will say the writing and the story were slightly worse. Not as bad as Destiny, but not up to it was average, not up to the standard of Halo. And these two over here, like the two players that were over here, who was this? It was MTF and Carb, were just terrible. They were bad. They were very lucky that these guys didn't get curb stomped. And I would say their performance is akin to, let's see, an average game that I kind of thought was okay. It did a little... Oh, Toy Soldiers War Chest. It was adequate. It did some decent things. Nothing proficient about it. Nothing interesting. Nothing... Yeah. Nothing mind-blowing, and just more the same. But yeah, that's what I feel about these players. Let's see. Anyway... Geronda, most damage, and not most kills. That goes to Tetsu with his artillery, Katyushas, I have to assume. Although the worst player is Carb. Again, it's an AI. Geronda, most damage, 65,000 damage. Again, nice job. The enemy team, we have Soccer, 53,000 damage. Did not expect that. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Cockrum. I thought that said 2. Yeah. 76,000 damage. My god. It's like... It's sad. This guy was, again, his Yag. Hold on, I just want to see how much damage his Yag did. 22,000 damage by itself. 14 kills. This, like, again, moments of excellency. And then consistent, it's just, like... painful reminders of just like, you could not take this area. You could have, but alas, you did not. You just, I don't know. But yeah, that's game. He also got he got most kills and bit damage, so good. And the worst player on their team was the SS guys, which is funny because I think this guy, yeah, these two were the highest ranked, and they were the worst. They kept fighting a frontline fight, and they waited too long to try to flank, and they never really focused on knocking out that artillery, which is the sad part. In any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to send me in those replays, either via my email, on my YouTube's About section, or on my Facebook channel, and I'll take a look at it, make sure it's good. But otherwise, I'll see you next time.